know the difference between Welsh Rarebit and cheese on toast, and even my childhood favourite of runny cheese on bread and butter, which apparently is also known as boiled cheese or even pobs, people were telling me. Well, they're three separate dishes. I uploaded my childhood treat of the runny cheese one, which is basically cheese melted with milk in a saucepan and poured over the buttered bread. And lots of people went, "Oh, I had Welsh Rarebit as a child." Well, I don't think it's the same thing. So I think they're three separate dishes, and I'm going to show you the difference between them. Either way, they're my kind of kryptonite. I shouldn't be let near it because I find cheese things with bread or toast absolutely irresistible. If only it was just made of carrots. Now here's Welsh Rarebit in the making, and I've put grated cheese, Worcester sauce and mustard into a pan. We're going to melt this until it's a paste, and that will go onto lightly toasted bread and then grilled in the oven. So this is a thick paste. But people also add things like Guinness or stout or other liquids to this. Everybody has their own secret recipe. So this is Welsh Rarebit. Sometimes people say it was meant to be a poor man's rabbit, and if you couldn't catch rabbits, you'd have this version of cheese on toast. I don't know. Maybe a Welsh person would like to tell me if that's true. So the Welsh Rarebit mixture is nearly done, and I will let it cool into a thicker paste before using. But all of the ingredients, including the Worcester sauce or mustard, have been incorporated. Now for one of the other versions. I recently made a TikTok about my favourite childhood treat, which was milk and cheese boiled together and poured over bread and butter. And I'll be making this again to show you. Then this, I believe, is Welsh Rarebit, and it's cheese and mustard and sometimes a beer, a stout or another liquid, and Worcestershire sauce, which we often just call Worcester sauce. By the way, you do not go Worcestershire. You don't spell all those out. It's just sort of abbreviated, and it'll turn into more of a paste, which will be spread along the toast. But the final variation is cheese on toast. Literally cheese. So this is a cheese plane or a cheese slicer. You can get them in department stores, even IKEA, I think. And so it does lovely long slices ready for cheese on toast. People like this. Also, it's very tempting to eat these thin pieces of cheese. And we are going to stack up this. It's delicious. It's not the same as Welsh Rarebit, but it's something in its own right. Often enjoyed as a late night snack. And this will be put under the broiler, the grill, and melted down and probably sprinkled with Worcester sauce and eaten with tomatoes. So let's look at all three. This one is the runny cheese on bread and butter, not Welsh Rarebit. And what will happen is that will soak up and become a sort of soft and delicious, unctuous goo, which I happen to love. This one was cheese on toast. It will taste delicious, and you might add Worcester sauce to it. This one was Welsh Rarebit. Now that looks similar, but this has already got mustard and other flavourings inside it. And if you cut it into triangles and offered it at a cocktail party, it would be delicious. So tie a rope around my waist. I'm going in. Lummy. Okay, in order of personal preference, this was my favourite. Followed by the Welsh Rarebit because of the tang, followed by this. But I wouldn't say no to any of them. Enjoy.